Hello, I'm Bill Ayub, the Sheriff of Ventura County. I would like to discuss a few issues with you today related to the coronavirus pandemic. First, I want to thank you for your cooperation and understanding during this extremely challenging 2 months. In April, the Judicial Council of California ordered a change to the bail schedule for all counties in the state. Instead of having a dollar amount assigned to all crimes, which is a normal procedure, the council ordered most bail be set to zero. What that means is that most misdemeanors and low-grade felonies do not require an offender to post bail to be released from jail. Instead, they get booked into jail and released with a future court date, scheduled 3 months out. The intent of the policy was to reduce overcrowding in county jails to limit the potential spread of COVID-19 among the inmate population. While the concept seems like a good idea, there have been some unintended consequences. We've had a number of offenders who have been arrested and released repeatedly since the order went into effect. I, along with other law enforcement leaders in Ventura County, have asked the Judicial Council to modify the policy to allow us to hold people who repeatedly commit crimes during the coronavirus pandemic. We have also asked that they remove the provision that extends the bail rule for 90 days past the end of the state of emergency. We feel it is detrimental to public safety to have the rule extend beyond the end of the declared emergency. Questions have been raised publicly about my authority to defy the Judicial Council. The Judicial Council sets the bail rules statewide, and this impacts all sheriffs and counties throughout the state. I simply do not have the authority to change them or defy them. Instead, I'm making every effort to work with state leaders and members of the council to make the policy more practical and safer for our communities. While many types of crimes have dropped significantly during the pandemic, we have seen an increase in vehicle thefts, commercial burglaries, and vandalism. Please do your part to secure your personal property and notify us of any suspicious activity in your neighborhood. I want to touch on another issue. There has been false information being spread through various media outlets that county authorities are going to force people out of their homes during contact tracing follow-ups with people who have had the COVID-19 virus. Let me state this unequivocally. That is just not going to happen. What was stated in the press conference earlier this week was that there are resources available to accommodate people who may live in circumstances where they cannot self-quarantine at home. In those cases, there are resources available so people with the virus can stay in a safe environment where they will not expose other members of their household to the virus. Simply put, we will not be rounding up people and removing them from their homes. Actually, we're now at a point where restrictions are easing, not getting worse. To date, we have not made a single arrest or issued any citations related to the health orders during this pandemic. I'm proud to say my deputies have handled hundreds of calls and complaints related to the orders, and in all cases have engaged in diplomatic discussions with residents and business owners to educate them about the orders and gain voluntary compliance with them. We are part of this community too, and none of us want to tell business owners they have to close or tell people they cannot participate in activities that would otherwise not be considered a crime or a violation of any law. We want things to get back to normal just as much as everybody else does. Our primary concern is, and has always been, about public safety. None of these orders are meant to be punitive. The goal from the start has been to limit the spread of a deadly virus and give our healthcare professionals the opportunity to manage this crisis, period. This is not about taking away any freedoms or constitutional rights. These are temporary restrictions for the sake of everyone's health and welfare. Our healthcare workers have done a fantastic job of guiding all of us through a very difficult and frustrating period of time. And we are incredibly thankful for your support and patience throughout this difficult time.